going with ya before I punch your lights out.
We're going.
Man, if only you had some kind of sword.
No, he doesn't use that ever, so.
I know, but even like just use his leveraging tool.
Do you really want to see Ryunosuke use a weapon?
Dude,
Go
honestly,
ahead and try it, you punk. I got 2
see
weapons in the
Ryunosuke-
back over there.
I see Ryunosuke using a weapon and like flailing it around, like not knowing how to use a baseball bat.
Yes. Professor Mikitoba has wonderful handwriting, doesn't he?
Does he?
This dark-suited young man is not the least bit What is this? Mikitoba? Clearly that means nothing to him.
Something. That said something.
Oh. My brain right now. Anyway.
It means nothing to him!
Welcome back, everybody. We've just came back from the governor's office at the prison, and we see here Sholmes' hair is blue, and he's asking for information because he can't do this himself, so here we are. Oh, yeah. Something very surprising, in fact. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest.
It most certainly isn't. But still, we discovered that.
Charms!
This is Lewis.
Oh.
Oh.
This is Gina.
Alright, we doing that Joey voice from Yu-Gi-Oh! But higher pitch. Sholmes!
Good job, Joey.
Drop everything, Sholmes! This is more important!
Gina?
I can't believe it!
Huh?
The dog is missing, isn't it?
Not Toby!
What's happened?
Clearly a very grave matter indeed.
Unlike your hair.
For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever.
It's the boss!
What do you mean? Inspector Gregson?
The boss is... He's dead!
Eh?
What?
What?
Nani?
Wait! They just found his body! Shot with a pistol!
What?
But... Inspector Gregson?
He was murdered? No! Not Gregsy!
Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story.
Hey, yo, what? Hey, yo, what? Hello?
Would you like to see the badge?
No!
Guys, like, Sholmes, we gotta shut up about your hair for a moment.
Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... He was really shot?
I don't know much about what happened myself yet. They're still there, investigating the scene.
Where did this take place?
A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street.
The outskirts of town. Nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then.
The thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case around there.
Oh, how strange.
The boss was... He was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but... One day I was gonna show him. I'd become a proper detective.
Oh. Oh, Ginny. This whole scene upsets me.
And he was just a few weeks away from retirement.
Oh my god.
So, who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is?
We got him already.
Already?
They've caught the shooter so soon?
A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him.
Who? Who was the awful person who did this?
Kirby Van Seek somehow. I still can't believe it myself.
Gina?
It was the Reaper. I knew it.
Oh, who could have not seen that coming? Wait a minute. You don't mean they've arrested Lord Van Zeeks for it?
That's right. That Reaper bloke's got and shot the boss.
No. Lord Van Zeeks? Ayo?
Ah, yes. Were they in the middle of a lake, perhaps?
Did he
Was
pick
it almost
up a,
Christmas?
Did he also pick up a... Well, it's November.
Okay. Oh, I heard lake, and I was like, "What do you mean?"
Lake,
oh, it was
lake.
Lake. Yes.
Are you quite sure, Miss Lestrade? It's Baruch Van Zeeks the police have arrested?
I saw it with my own eyes. In the interview room at the yard. They even said don't forget DL6 for some reason.
I don't believe it. I don't know what DL6 means.
Yeah, neither do I. It was weird. But there were witnesses. They're all saying it was him.
So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses?
They heard the gunshot, apparently. And when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room.
But there's no way Lord Van Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Thank you for informing us, Mr. Lestrade. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry.
What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing.
I mean, I did place that one curse on him if he didn't share his fish and chips every now and then.
Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come and all. As soon as you can. You gotta help.
Okay then.
It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves.
Mr. Sholmes.
What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming, How could I let this happen to Gregson? Gregson? Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations.
Of course, yes. We will too.
It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway.
I don't know.
Until later, then.
Inspector Gregson dead, and Lord Van Zeeks arrested.
Bruno, Susie, I called you handsome. It's waiting outside.
Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Mr. Sato?
Yes.
Well then, we have options. We either see Baroque or we go to the crime scene.
Would you believe I kind of want to see Baroque first?
Sure.
I'm just kind of like, man, I need your take. Oh, of
This
course
is-
you're just reading in a corner. I don't even...
Never mind. Let's go somewhere else now.
1st of November, local prison, cell 1. There he is. Lord Van Zeke's behind bars.
So it's true. He really was arrested.
He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Van Zeke's.
Fancy meeting you here.
This is weird.
The last place on Earth I'd like to be, with the last person on Earth I'd like to see.
I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was...
Go home. This has nothing to do with you.
But...
Forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We did it to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please.
There's really nothing I can tell you.
What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Is it something related to the case?
This? The yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh, who might that be?
Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Hairbrain.
Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university.
Yes, and now we're sharing the same cell. How about that? And I would like to read my correspondence in peace, so let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know?
A lot of things. Strange. I mean, let's face it. Lord Van Zeeks never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. I don't know, I guess that happens when you're in jail.
Yeah, like, what's he gonna do? Kill you? He's already in jail for that.
I mean, he could reach his hand out and punch you really hard.
Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zeeks? What happened?
How much do you already know?
I know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
And that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested.
We were told that there was nobody else in the room and that some witnesses had heard the gunshots.
Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself.
But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you?
I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened.
If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that.
Oh,
Come on!
After all, you're not representing me.
Yet!
That's what you think.
Uh-huh. He is going to need a lawyer, though.
I am a lawyer, but sure.
You're a prosecutor, not a defense lawyer, but sure.
Are you saying I can't defend myself? Are you saying I cannot apply those skills to defend myself? Is that what I'm hearing from you? My Nipponese friend.
well, according to the British law, if you are barred as a prosecutor, you're not allowed to work in defense, so you would have to take the bar again in order to do defense.
That blasted diary.
Tell that to Kazuma, who's probably at this point prosecuting. Just from the way things are right now. This guy who was a defense lawyer is now going to be prosecuting more than.
See, he
likely.
spent all that time that everyone thought he was dead, learning to be a prosecutor.
Yeah,
Like he cleared the bar exam in that time.
he took the second bar exam when he was in Hong Kong.
Oh my god. Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zeeks?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine.
Wow. Should have seen that coming.
I know it's supposed to be tense, but that's just a really fun.
Would I be assuming that you have no representation as of yet?
Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
But not this defense lawyer!
It's like, joke's on you, I'm stupid!
How many trials?
Yes.
I've been in how many trials with you now, buddy? Anyway. But this is different.
8?
In my career,
7.
of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not.
I assure you no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you?
It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that?
I think he means his head will roll.
After the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
The letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean?
Yes, so it seems. You stooped to the Nipponese friend, for example. He told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day.
Once again, Gina is right there. Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo.
So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now.
Yes. So, it appears our conversation has run dry.
There was a 2-second silence. That's all. 2 seconds too long, apparently.
Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
I was wondering, Lord Van Zeeks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you.
He already said no.
You trust me, do you?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I just said yes!
Oh, okay. How about this? I'll defend you, and by proxy, Naruhodo will do everything. I'll just tell him what to do. He'll be my puppet. How about that? Is that better?
I'll give it some thought.
Ah, yes, that'll fix the problem. Have another Nipponese defend him instead.
Yes, but I've seen the information she carries on her. It's like magic.
I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. Besides Japanese people. So, I'm quite sure that you have never have taken another's life. It's just, my feeling can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly.
It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one.
What?
Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese.
But, please.
I have no intention of engaging your services.
Oh, we can change that. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems.
Gotta dive into that and go take out some gloom hands.
I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time.
Yeah, no, we're coming back. Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Zeeks. What happened to Inspector Gregson? Good talk.
So you kept bringing up, oh, Gina got away, and I have a really weird thought about that, but I don't know if I should bring it up right now. I'm gonna keep this to myself for a little bit.
Let it stew a little bit before talking?
Yeah.
Alright, the room on Fresno Street.
That looks like a bear on the floor.
I think that's just the outline?
I know, but it looks like a bear.
This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life?
Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Was that a red wig?
It looked like a red wig.
There's just a red wig next to where the body outline is.
Oh.
Oi, what do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers has got to be taken right out so you can look underneath and all. I want the space above the ceiling checked. And don't forget to look inside the chimney stack, too. Well, I mean, ain't you allowed to have a gun over a house looking for dough when the owner's out of town?
Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt.
You're still being thorough. Oh, so you turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself.
Hello again, Gina.
Sholmes is only just left. You're lucky you missed that. You were prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking at it, and flicking that
Adam
Hang on a second,
is
hang on,
and just
hang on.
What is this?
I think
Hang on.
the at is supposed to be attitude.
Yeah, like, and flicking that attitude of his, and then just scampered. Okay, all right. You went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking that ad of his, and then just scampered.
Oh, he finished investigation already, you mean?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, he didn't start to say nothing to no one. Not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too?
Listen, Odo. You're a lawyer, right?
Yes. Why?
Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you?
Oh! Poor Gina. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zeeks is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court.
I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here.
Thank you, Gina. Alright then.
Also, I'm not paying you, by the way. Like, you're doing this pro bono.
Well, I don't think Gregson ever paid us either, so...
Alright, well then you're already used to it. Get to it.
Gina, what was Inspector Grayson doing here in the first place?
That's what I want to know. Is what? Half a year since I got out of the clink? That's why I decided to give up diving and become a detective instead.
Oh yeah, Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you as an apprentice, didn't he?
Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But turns out he's a bit of a legend at the yard.
Goodness, really?
They say he managed to solve some really tricky cases. Just like that.
He did?
Yep. And ever since then, he started going out on all sorts of investigations. But always on his own. No one else at the yacht even knows what half the cases he's worked on are, apparently.
That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this?
I knew he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. And look where that landed him.
Respect for the Reaper? In what way?
I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to that fella, were his words.
Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper.
Yeah, most people are stupid, though. Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he's respected the bloke.
I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such a high regard.
He said something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people what are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that.
Right.
Which Reaper are we talking about? Then Zeke's, the other guy, or me?
Whoever the Reaper, the Reaper that has been killing all the bad people, that we don't know who it is yet. Everyone is accusing it's Baroque Banzik, but it's not Baroque. It is just somebody is killing all these people, and they're just going by the name the Reaper.
All right, I'm gonna keep mulling on my thoughts.
What is this place then? Does anyone live here? I mean, I guess it's like the Reaper is just a terminology, a descriptor for whoever's been killing people, the bad people.
A title, like the Phantom of the Mask of the Phantasm. It's like the Phantasm.
You were gonna say Phantom of the Opera first, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was maybe. Apparently he's being rented by some cove called Hugh Bone.
Hugh Boone?
I don't know. I can't tell. Hugh Bone?
I think it's Hugh Boone.
Huge Bone? I don't really know.
Okay, we're getting Huge Boone.
Hugh Boone.
It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that, isn't it? What does that even mean?
Yeah, it's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him.
Oh, okay.
I see. Well, judging from appearances, I have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time. If ever.
Right? All the lads in the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation. There's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves.
I do wonder.
Yes, Miss Asada?
Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
Huh? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this is in fact some kind of secret office of his.
I'd never even considered that.
Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves.
You are?
If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it.
You should really investigate this place in detail.
Yeah, maybe you should. I don't know why you're talking to me.
There's stuff to talk about!
Yeah, when there's stuff to investigate too. Maybe you should be working on that, eh, Odo?
We can do both things!
Yeah, I don't think you can.
But Sita, can I talk to you while Naruhodo goes investigates?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, get to it, Naruhodo.
Yeah,
What?
you get to it, Odo. Me and Susie's gonna talk.
I see, that's where the port inspector was found, over there.
Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall.
Oh yeah, it's blown one of the candles apart completely.
Which one?
Which one?
Yes.
And the gun used is there on the floor. Is the Reaper's in it? No denying that.
What? Really?
How do you know that?
Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big white eyes. I'm only saying what I heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him?
A bigwig lawman, is it?
Is it Dracula?
Yeah, I'm like, that's the only bigwig I can think of.
Yeah, anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot.
Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside.
Yeah, they've all been taken down the yard for questioning, that's why. Talk about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting the grilling.
Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves?
I doubt it. Lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all.
So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. Alright, done talking. Good.
Yeah, right, now get to it.
No, we gotta...
If you show me that wristband, I'm going to punch
I'm
you.
not.
Oh, that business. Yup, Inspector Lestrade is soon had that one buttoned up.
I thought it was Mr. Sholmes who let that pair into a trap, wasn't it?
Listen, Odo. It ain't easy going from East End diver to Scotland Yard detective, right? But anyway, it's all part of the charm, ain't it? Being a bit loose with the truth when it helps.
That's wrong for so many reasons.
In fairness, that's what Sholmes does.
Maybe I should get Iris to write stories about me. The Adventures of Inspector Lestrade.
That'd be cool. Alright, anyway, I just wanted to present
Man, if
that.
only there was something like that at some point in the future, that'd be so cool.
It's like there's a Lestrade in one of the Sherlock Holmes books at some point. I can't believe it.
Excuse me, it's Herlock Sholmes?
I'm talking about the real world here.
Right, Herlock Sholmes.
Meh, meh, meh.
Alright, unfortunately, we are not going to be able to investigate now because we are slightly over, so we will actually look into this area, this room, in the next video. See you all then.
No, Odo,
Sorry,
you're being
Gina.
lazy.
We can't investigate right now. Maybe next time.
Oh my god, you're so lazy, Odo.